2, 3, 4.
Hi everyone, this is Ty Loose Ends welcoming you to another episode of Extreme Makeover Spiritual Edition. Once again, we welcome our participant Anita Change. Welcome to our show.
Thanks, Ty. It's been a real pleasure to be here. You know, I really do value self-improvement.
Anita, this is your third week on our show. For those of you just joining us, here are a few scenes from last week's episode.
Ty, just one teensy question before we do all that. We're not gonna have to do any, major change, are we?
Anita, I'm not sure we're getting through here. This show is all about change.
You know, Ty, for a lot of people, the prospect of changing is simply just too threatening.
I mean, you know, they're just little episodes. I mean, I wasn't really gonna run her over at the shopping mall just because she took my spot. But, you know, I mean, we all feel that way, right? You felt that way, impatience, just little things, right?
Anita, at the end of last week's episode, you were faced with a very important decision. We were poised, ready to lay out our plan for your spiritual makeover, but we needed for you to decide whether you were going to go through this or not.
Go through with this? Of course I want to go through with this. This is a great opportunity.
Well, that was easy. Well, all right, let's start planning your spiritual changes here.
Ty, I've been thinking about this, and I have an idea. What if instead of changing so many things about me, we changed the way I felt about those things? Wouldn't that be so much easier?
I don't get what you mean.
Like, take my impatience, for example. That really bothers me. I don't like when I yell at people. I mean, that woman at the mall, that was so embarrassing. I mean, the police, aggravated assault. I mean, who would have thought it would have gone that far? So sure, I feel really bad about those things, but it seems really drastic for someone like me to have to become patient. I mean, that's just not me.
Well, what would you suggest?
So here's my idea. Instead of changing my impatience, couldn't we just make it so I wasn't so bothered by it? Are you sure there's not a pill that does that? And remember, it needs to be a small pill, because I don't swallow pills well. And instead of changing my anger, couldn't we just get your team to help me adjust to it better? I mean, after all, I do have a temperamental streak.
Anita, you just don't get it, do you? Yeah, I think there's a word for what you're talking about. I think it's, denial.
Denial? I would never do that.
Anita, this show is here to help people change, not just to help them feel better. Now, you're either ready to change or you're not. What is it?
Ty, I don't like being pressured like this. I don't take confrontation well. I don't know why you need to be so black and white about this, so all or nothing. It feels very judgmental, and I resent it.
You resent what? You come to the show, you need some changes.
Those were small changes, I said.
Well, whatever. Anita, you came to this show saying you wanted changes, but you keep getting cold feet. Anita, do you want to be changed or not?
Oh, you're impossible. I'm not feeling affirmed by this at all.
Ty, I think we're starting to get somewhere here. She's getting closer to the truth, and that's never easy. She's really feeling the heat. You've got to understand, Anita's been wearing a mask for a long time, and the closer she gets to the truth, the more uncomfortable the mask becomes. But she's been wearing that mask for such a long time that she probably can't imagine what she would look like without it. And you know how important appearances are to her. Don't give up on her, Ty. Show her the truth.
Right, Pat. You got it. Anita, you can pretend all you want that you're perfect, that you don't have any problems, any flaws, but that's just not true. You do struggle with patience, you do lose your temper, and your control issues are a problem. They're certainly driving me nuts.
What is with you people? You're bound and determined to dig up every piece of dirt on me? To reduce me to nothing? Is that what you want? To make me cry? To make me admit that I'm a terrible person, that no one could ever love me? Is that what you want? Do you enjoy that somehow?
Is that a no to our question then?
Is that a no to what question?
The question I asked you. Are you ready for change?
Oh, that's it. I'm out of here. This is crazy. Oh my gosh.
bunch of crazy people. Do-gooders, neurotic do-gooders. I don't even understand them. Mr. High and Mighty, I know all your faults, and I'm so perfect. And what kind of show is this? This is not what I signed up for at all. Oh, your patience is a problem. What? What is that?
Well, I guess that's all for this week's participant.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Psychologist over there.
Time to move on.
Yeah, you know about everyone's issues.
I hope next week's participant might have a little better luck with her spiritual makeover.
You need a spiritual makeover. I mean, real hair.
Which leads me to invite you to join us for next week's show or our special assignment. Live from Alderson, West Virginia, interviews with Martha Stewart as we work on her honesty and humility. That should go well. Once again, we're out of time, but thanks for joining us for another edition of Extreme Makeover Spiritual Edition. Have a good week, everyone.
Security, put me down!